Hi, my name is Zoe Karaberis. I'm in 10th grade at Bremen High School, and this is my Laws of Life essay. Everyone has a purpose. Every person in this world helps others in their own unique way. For example, my 5th grade science teacher helped me discover one of my passions by introducing me to American Sign Language. I quickly fell in love with the language, so I enrolled in ASL classes at my local recreation department. At the time I started learning, I had no idea that signing would have a huge impact on my life and allow me to form lasting relationships with people that are deaf and hard of hearing. The author Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why." On a Tuesday evening in January, I was able to help a hard of hearing person order at a restaurant, and that small act of service made me realize that my purpose in life is to work with the deaf community. The night that changed my life began like any other. I arrived at mock trial practice and I placed my bag on the floor while I sat down on a cold plastic chair. I was exhausted because I woke up when it was still dark outside and it felt like I was racing against the sun to start my day. I watched my fellow teammates arrive one by one to the room we held practice in. The sound of chairs squeaking and papers rustling filled the air as we waited for our coach to commence the meeting. I was rewriting notes from government class when I felt a vibration from my phone. I noticed that I got a text from my friend Kimberly. Kimberly is a hard of hearing woman who's a customer at the restaurant where I work. I always sign with her when she eats with us, and we have each other's phone numbers so we can send ASL resources back and forth. On that Tuesday night, I saw that she texted me her food order and she asked me to call it in for her. I asked my coach if I could step outside to make a phone call, and I exited through a door on the right side of the room. When I went outside, the harsh wind shut the door behind me and blew my hair in all directions. I sat down on the frigid concrete and called one of my coworkers to place Kimberly's order. Once I hung up the phone, I took a moment to reflect on the action I just completed. The phone call I had just made encouraged me to want to help the deaf community on a larger scale. It made me realize that I want to be an educator and a sign language interpreter so I can help people to communicate more effectively. The wise words of Mark Twain really put my experience into perspective. That average Tuesday ended up being one of the most important days of my life because it gave me direction for the path I want to take. I want to make the world a better place through education and communication so more people can be encouraged to discover their purposes in life. Every person is significant, and we should all allow our passions to drive us towards greater things. There is nothing more unstoppable than a person who knows what they want out of life and is motivated to fulfill their goals. Thank you.